How you guys doing? This is a very important part, so I'm included in. This is the timer. The other video was just an overview. Of course, you know the timer in the last video. You know it goes here. This is the timer with the shaft off. This is the shaft that went on there for. Okay, they have these little pieces of plastic. They're like triangles. You have to get those out because your bolts go here. I misdrilled that. You got yelled at for it too. But you just take this, you know, take your normal tool. You hate that noise. You cut down and you just shave it off. This is a very important thing. I learned this just a few minutes ago. There is a gear. This gear, when this sits on here, is what spins this. If these aren't countersunk means you take this and it countersinks the hole, so the flathead screw actually goes into it. It's flush, or that gear will hit and it'll grab. This is the rod holder piece. You put and these are spacers. I like to have spacers. You don't want to flat on there. Put the bolts through, bolt them, and then you're going to cut these flush. Basically, this will be sit on here like this, right? That thing's so strong. That's the strongest timer you made, I think.
There we go.
Here we go. Here's your rod. This is going to be the rod that goes through. Show where it.
I was trying to show the whole thing.
This is, yeah, I need to do it flat, like a big blue this cannon. This is going to get here to here. I probably wonder how we attach that. That is threaded for 3/8 inch. You take this here. I'm not going to do it. My dad would kill me. I can do it though, but you know he's got to do his own thing. He's got to do part. You thread this with this die. It's called the die set, and that'll be threaded. It'll actually thread into that. This rod will be. I know it's as long as been cut. This rod, you know, this will be like this basically, like this, and it's going to go through the tank.
And then into...
And on the end of it, which will probably be right here, will be here. It'll be like this, but it's going to be a lot shorter. And then you'll put a hole through there. And it also have threads with a big washer and a nut. And then it'll spin it. That's pretty much what spins it. And then this is a step. And I'm doing something very stupid. And if anybody new using this, don't do this. I'm cutting this without safety glasses. I want these flush, so I don't know if I really have to do this on film, I guess, but... Cuts it right off. Now I know you guys think I'm crazy. You want to use this as your leverage because if this thing grabs, it's gonna well, you won't have an arm. It cuts it flush. I'm not gonna do all three on video. It cuts it flush, so it should look pretty good.
Okay.
And then that's all flush, and then that's gonna be your driving unit. This thing, we tested it, can spin 25 pounds. This can weigh
So
like
an egg sack shouldn't be anything.
No, unless it's, I don't know. And then here, thank you for saying that. These have to actually be cut off for a reason. This lid goes on here. This is the lid, basically, to this. And you gotta cut those off.
Because otherwise it'll hit.
Yeah, it'll hit. May not use the lid, I don't know yet. But basically, it'll be on there like that. The rod will go through, so it's all closed.
Looks nice.
And that's a very, it looks nice. And that's all exposed. I might put plexiglass and make a door. I don't know yet. I am. But that's the next step, guys. And then other than that, this is fun. I'm hungry. I want some long down cylinders.
I need something.
All right. It's my dad threading the rod. What's this do for threads? 3/8 inch rod. This is the rod that screws into the timer. The rod holder piece. Sorry. There we go. That's neat. You get the point. Nice nicotine down there. Alright, guys. And that threads it. Alright, guys. Alright, here he is. He finished it. This is what threaded it. You got to take it off once to clean the shavings out. See, there's going to be a nut that goes on the end of this. It screws into the rod holder piece, and on the other side will be a nut, correct? That's neat. What's this tool called so everybody knows?
Die.
A die? Okay. How expensive?
Well,
Here's the thread. See how it's threaded? There you go, guys. So I'd show that to you. Alright. Alright, guys. Here's the last next video for the installing the rod on the timer. Basically, I'll show them. I modified the lid actually. Remember this part? We put it back on. I actually cut a hole in the lid, 2.5 inch hole saw, I believe. This is the locking mechanism. See, you push that over and it'll come off. It just keeps it unlocked. But yeah. In the last the video before that, I showed how to thread. Basically, these are probably linked. I got a bunch of videos together, so you might see a hiccup or two. It's just the way it is. Yeah, you thread this. It can only go in so far. So what you do is you take this bolt. Nut. I can call my dad's yelling at me saying that. I say that. Put it on here. Take the rod. And that spins into here. And it'll bottom out on the plastic part, so you'll know when it's there. There you go. Tighten your nut. Tighten that. Then you hold the timer. You don't have to go crazy. There. Yeah, that's good enough. We don't know how long this is going to be yet. Haven't designed that part, but once we do, it should be. The timer will be sitting here, like right there. We'll cut this off, thread it, and have another bolt, big washer, and another bolt on the other side. Nut. God damn it. Darn it. And then it'll sit like this. And it'll spin. Then it'll have pulleys underneath with rollers.
Hold it up.
Yep.
Support it a little more.
And I can put this all the way to here if I want. This thing will spin anything.
Yeah.
That we put in there. But that's the most important part. It's looking good so far. There's the plug. That's good. Good to go.
Alright.
Listen to this thing.
Yep.
Strong. Not strong smelling like a woman. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ew.
Totally kidding. Yeah, it's probably me. But all right, guys, that's one of the most important part. This is the part I wanted to focus on. A lot of the other stuff, I'm just gonna see it on there. Electrical stuff and stuff. You just mount stuff where you want. That's I'm mounting my stuff there. You can mount yours anywhere you want. But all right, guys, have a good one. How you guys doing? I finished it. I couldn't do a complete tutorial on it. God, my voice tutorial. It would have been over 3-4 hours. There's just too much. I put it together and explain everything kind of. This is my version. Your version might be different. Mine's probably overkill. Everything I do is. I don't mean it to be. It's just I like stuff.
He gets excited.
Oh, I like stuff that's neat. I mean, I had a car. I had to have all the stuff.
You like that? All the
I play toys. It's cool. Here it is, guys. It's awesome. I love it. Here's the hydrotherm. We just programmed it. See the light shut off?
Oh yeah, the light just.
Light shuts off. That's it really works. It's unbelievably accurate because my room has a commercial grade hydrometer and it's 1/10 of a degree off. So this is off by 2 degrees. It helps. That's why I have 2 just to monitor it. This right here is the hydrotherm. As you can see, this went off. Can they see?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What this light bulb is, it goes all the way through here and it's plugged into here, into this controller right here. When this is, it's programmed to 87, so when it gets to 87, it shuts off. If it drops below 87, it shuts back on. It shuts the light back on to create heat. As you can hear, there's a humming. It's the humidifier. See the air bubble? I don't know if they can see that. This is pumping air into the humidifier, which in turn, you see condensation building up already. It's only been off for a couple minutes. I'm just testing everything.
Yeah.
This pumps humidity into the spray bar and pumps in here. My room, I probably won't. I don't have right now. It's only at 50% because I aired a room out to do a video. It gets too humid. Usually 80% in here, so I may not. This might not get used much, but if one of my friends used it and they don't have a room like that, they'll love it. But here's where I put everything. This timer is the key to this whole thing, in my opinion. That is moving, by the way.
Yes, it is. All right.
This is a 4-hour timer, not a 24-hour timer. So basically, it'll spin this 6 times. And I did test it. I tried to hold the gear while I was on. we sped it up, but it's strong. I can put this out to here if I want.
Yeah.
All the wires are concealed in these boxes. I don't like any wires hanging down, except this one I had to have. I like them concealed in the boxes. This is, the fan's not wired yet, but all the wiring for the fan is in here. And this probe is from the hydrotherm. And I wanted it right next to egg sacs. This measures the humidity and the temperature. So, when the humidity gets below 85%, which you probably won't in my room, it'll turn the humidifier on. That's why it's on right now. And this will spin the egg sac. This is a 3-chamber. I have them out to here, but 1 chamber, 2 chamber, 3 chamber. You have an egg sac in here. You just go, time to take it out. I just knocked your dime off. I was testing the timer.
We were watching it turn because it turns so slow. You can't really see.
Yeah, that's.
It's the only way out. You
You just take your egg sac, take it out, put this back on. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
If you get this timer, I need to tell you something. Do not take the gear at all and spin it hand by hand. It's not made to, and it will destroy the gearbox. I did it. It's $60 for a gearbox. It's this big. They're not made. It has to have power to it to turn. You can't sit there and do it like I was. Well, I had to test, and this is the rubber grommet. I have to buff this out. It's smeared.
That's fine. You can
But that's,
see it.
they can see where it connects. In the video before this, you probably saw how I connected it, countersunk and all that. One thing I haven't mentioned in the video at all is that this is a very big thank you to Adam Hunt. Made this entire box. I designed it, told him what I wanted, he made it. I have a review for him too. I haven't posted it yet. I have been very busy building this. I know it doesn't look like it'd take that long, but it took some doing. A lot of drilling holes, and everything's bolted, as you can see. Everything's bolted and cut flush. Except this one here. I haven't cut this one yet, but that's alright. It sits on rubber feet, which I'm changing to black because it'll drive me nuts. That's the colors. Why would he use white feet? My dad made me use the white ones because we had them. But I did this project with my dad too. Everything is with heavy duty plugs. This fan, this is a transformer. You get a Radio Shack for $3. It's 12 volts. It basically takes 120 and turns it into 12 volts. 120 volt, same thing. And you switch over to 12, and that's where this wire goes into this box right here. And the boxes, all you do, I don't know if they can see right here. You have a flashlight in there?
No.
Oh, I got my headgear right here. A splitter cell headgear.
Yeah, put that on.
Check this out, splitter cell. Some people don't know that. Can they see that? Is that too bright?
No, I don't think so. But I'm just trying to
You
show
just take it. The Dremel tool has it's a long. It's basically a cutting tool, engraver tool. You just cut it along and you put your wires in there. I just wanted that. This is on by Velcro, not glue either. So is the fan. The fan moves. The fan will spin continuously in here and mixes and all that stuff. But yeah, this is it. It's awesome. Kind of complex. I mean, look at the back end. It looks like some kind of power plant. This thing's like 4 pounds, so you got to make sure it's bolted
It's
down.
very heavy.
I've covered a lot of what I've basically is just finding the hardest part about this whole thing was mounting the stuff and wiring it. I'm not telling anybody how to wire anything, because if I tell them how to wire it and they do it wrong, they get electrocuted. It's my fault. You do not know how to wire a box. Take it somewhere. That's no joke, guys. That can kill you. It's being serious, That's part my dad did. I don't like electricity. Rather not. I like fabricating, but I don't do the electricity part. I don't like that. Air pump cannot be mounted. It has to be mounted on rubber, which is not a big deal. It just sits there on the rubber. And it's pumping. And when this gets to the right humidity, it's going to... Look at me sweating. It's hot in here. But I'm going to keep this one at 88% humidity, 87 degrees. And it'll just turn to sack 6 times a day. So I'm kind of curious. I'm not saying mine's the only one. I don't know. There may be other designs. I'm saying. They turn 1 time in 24 hours. I think Talon's making one that does 3 times in 24 hours. So, I don't know, maybe more. So I'm curious what 6 times in 24 hours does, because I know a mother tarantula does it more than once. So that's just, I don't know. Big thanks to Exodex for posting the pictures of these Velcro strips. I was wondering how that happened. Neri on Ragnar boards is one. I saw that post. I said, I gotta have one. I gotta make one. It looks like fun. Appreciate it, man. Maybe you kind of motivated me to do it. And I forgot the other guy's name. How you break out the plexiglass. I have his name. It's in there. It's on ATS.
Make sure you post it.
The only Mechanical Mom post on ATS, it says. And it's an awesome one. But yeah, I just wanted you're probably wondering why so big. It's easier to control heat and humidity in a bigger box. I don't like aquariums. You can drop, some people do this in an aquarium, you can. Not with this big.
No, this contraption.
I just like,
If
I
you
mean,
need
I
a
own
40 gallon.
humidifier. I don't like wick humidifiers. Never have. It's just a wick, it gets wet and all that, blows air over it or whatever. I don't do that. I like these. I don't even think I need a humidifier. I mean, we got this room's, when the humidifiers are on, is literally like walking into Amazon.
Very
So, I mean, but if I take this somewhere or someone needs to use it, they don't have that, they're going to really need it. Or if someone else is building this, they're going to need the heat source and humidifier.
Yeah.
This will do a 55-gallon tank, so. But you have to have the hydrotherm's key to this too. It's unbelievable. It shuts on and off, on and off. It's got a alarm setting.
Yeah, it'll blink and tell you if it's the humidity or temperature's falling too low.
It's got and also I can fluctuate the temperature in this box.
It's got a nighttime setting on it that'll allow you to drop the temperature and the humidity, like at night, if you wanted to fluctuate it during the day and nighttime.
Another thing is, when they're angel legs, I'm going to put them right here in their incubator. This is the incubator now. I mean, you literally could, because if you have one sack, just take this thing off. It's your incubator. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really pleased with it. I'm not bragging. I just love it. I think it's awesome. Here's the power cord. There's the power cord. It's huge. It's 10 feet. Plus, I got somewhere I can plug a light into, or toy, or
Whatever you might want to do.
who knows. But
All right.
other than that,
That's
did you show them the back? I said just the way if they need to pause the video or something, they can see what I did. It's not saying you have to do it like I did. It's got feet. It's on rubber mounted feet. Things are all rubber mounted, but this should. If this doesn't make a good sack, then I don't know how else to do it. It took me a while to design it, and finally got together, and I'm kind of proud of it. So cool, right on, guys. I usually am not with my clothing. Yeah, that's great. I love this. It's awesome. I don't care what anybody says. No, I'm just kidding. But you guys have a good one. See ya.